Hi, I'm Nick.
I'm Jean-Luc, and we're the WW Gays.
And today is another episode of our WW Hacks.
Yes, it is, and it's all about snacking. They're snack hacks.
Yeah, snack hacks.
It's a snack hack.
So, for those of you who follow us, you know that snacking has been a very big part of our journey.
It's who we are fundamentally. We say that so many times.
When we were children, we grew up eating snacks. And so we've grown as adults to always have snacks. And every time we do the journing...
And mostly our snacks are nighttime snacks. We're not daytime snackers. We're nighttime snackers.
Yeah.
Right.
So one thing that used to always happen was that we would go in program and we'd quit nighttime snacking, and then we'd find out that...
Or at least try to.
And then a few months in, we'd be like, oh, let's get some chips, let's get... Yeah. And eventually the whole snacking habit would come back.
And cookies.
But we didn't learn lessons. We didn't learn how to snack. And so we would always go back to old habits. This time, we embraced snacking.
This time what we did is we said, okay, we're going to be snacking. This is part of who we are, but we need to find ways to find things that replace our old way of snacking, but yet didn't make us feel like we were losing out on anything.
Yeah.
So we have a variety of snacks that we now use, and we do this on a regular basis, actually. These have become our indulgent
staples, basically.
Yeah, snack staples.
Yeah. We always have these on hand because these are the snacks that we know will help us have either a lower point count so that we can enjoy it, or have a similar feel and texture as some snacks that we used to eat.
Exactly.
Like chips, for example.
And my thing is what's really funny is what I've just really realized as we are saying this, even when we decide to have like an overindulging night, how often do we actually go down the chip aisle? We just end up having extra of the snacks that we normally have on program, but we have more than we normally would.
Exactly.
And so it's not as if, and it's not that, we're not saying that that's the answer,
no.
But at least we know we're not overeating the regular chips and the stuff that has a lot more carbohydrates in it, or a lot more sugars in it, or more oils. Yeah. Exactly.
So now that we've talked to you guys about how we changed our snacking. So like we said, we embrace snacking this time. We now plan for snacks every single day. We always make sure that we have points left over at the end of the day for our snacking, so that we can ensure that we don't overeat or overindulge for one day. So for example, today, so far, we had a lunch today that was 0 points.
Yep.
And our dinner will most likely be chicken and quinoa.
And our breakfast was 0 as well.
Breakfast was 0. And our dinner is most likely going to be chicken and quinoa and corn. So the whole dinner is probably about 6 points.
Possibly.
Or 7 with the butter.
With the butter.
So that leaves me with 19 snack points.
Yes, and I'm with 20. I have 1 point more than you right now.
So what do we do with those points? How do we end our night and eat those 19 and 20 points? So first things first, have the right snacks.
Yes. So let's start talking about some snacks. And we're going to actually give you the smart points for a lot of these snacks.
Yes, and we'll show you on camera too. These are the snacks we always have on hand.
The one thing that we're going to talk about first is, because this is the thing that we always have, is we have 2 WW poppers. We like to make a lot of popcorn, and we make a vat of it.
It's 3 points for 4 cups.
Yep.
And we use the kernel seasonings on it to make it taste like it's almost like ketchup chips. If you have the ketchup seasoning, or white cheddar. That's my favorite one.
And we use Bertolli olive oil spray as the actual butter. It replaces actual butter, and it is 0 points if you just spray a little bit on top.
So this is the white cheddar. This is the ketchup.
And this is what we call our popcorn snack bowl. I know that I do not have to measure this. This is a pre-measured bowl for me because I've measured it multiple times. If I put my popcorn in this bowl exactly level, there is 4 cups of popcorn in here. So once another little trick that allows you to get snacks quick.
Makes it quicker too.
Exactly.
And another thing that we do often for snacking, and I'll talk about it now because this bowl is essential. So there's 2 other things we do with this bowl. Number 1, we never fill all our snacks in one sitting. So those 19 points that we had
are divided up.
The other thing that we always do is we have a snack on, snack off policy. So what we'll be doing is, if you're having popcorn and we're having it and we're watching TV, and we notice, either one of us that notices that we are
snack off,
we say snack off, we grab our bowl, put it aside, and we're not allowed to touch it until one of us calls snack on. And usually the person who calls snack off is actually the person who call it back on, because they're the person who noticed that and that's a rule we've created for ourselves, and it's
helped us out a lot, actually.
Snack on.
It allows us to actually enjoy our snacks and not feel like we're just scarfing them down mindlessly.
And it also allows us to cognizantly realize that, oh my god, I'm overeating right now. It's kind of
I'm not even hungry and I'm still shoving it in my mouth.
It's like a check. It's like by the way, ding, ding, you're doing it again. And so it's a good way for us. Okay, back to snacks.
Back to snacks. Well, we'll talk about these right away too, because this is next here. Cheese strings,
Yeah.
we love them. 2 points each.
So I buy Black Diamond cheese strings. So these are 2 points, and there's 3 varieties. There's cheddar, there's marble, and then there's mozzarella.
And I'm a moose a twist. I like amusing myself with these because they're fun. They're fun to eat, and it's the texture. I know that sounds funny, and I prefer the taste of these ones myself. They come in twisted.
Same 3 flavors.
Yeah,
actually.
mozzarella, cheddar, and mozzarella.
Yeah.
No, I
Oh,
don't
no.
think they have a cheddar.
Yeah, just mozzarella
They
and
just have the
mozzarella.
mozzarella cheddar.
So we use these a lot. Like you guys know, I'm a cheese monster. I used to eat an entire brick of cheese in one. So our phone ran out of storage.
No more storage.
So we got to clear it up a bit, and now we're back.
So we are now still on the cheese topic,
Yes.
and we love Laughing Cow. We are huge Laughing Cow fans because one triangle is 1 point.
Now
Easy
for
to count.
some kinds, 2 triangles is 3 points.
Yes.
So check which brand which flavor.
This is the light one that
Yeah.
we use, and then we also love our 1 point baby bells. The light
Yeah.
baby bells are 1 point each, and these are great little tricks for cheese snacking.
Yeah. So other things that we like to have are our gummy.
We are
varieties.
gummy bear fanatics, and
Yeah.
we used to make our own a lot, but since we found these replacements, we don't make ours as much anymore.
Yeah, we tend to use the points to these snacks
Uh-huh.
now. We still love our 0 point gummy recipe. It's just sometimes it's a time thing.
It's
a
just,
time
yeah,
issue.
exactly. And
So-
it's putting them in the fridge sometimes.
So Smart Sweets is the brand that we buy the most of. They have bears, fish, more bears. They have rings.
Yes, and
pig
those are
rings.
all 3 points for the full package. So we usually split it between the 2 of us, and because we're splitting that 3 points, we count it as 1.
Yeah. These are 2 points each. They are the WW gummies, and we love them. And so we bought this from the shop, and they
Yep.
shipped them to our house. So we
We love them. Some people don't like them, but we
love
actually
them.
enjoy both kinds. The next thing we'll talk about are some bars.
Yeah.
Bars. You can grab those up there. Yep, and I'll grab the other ones.
So one of the kinds of bars that we always have on hand are made good. There's 3 flavors that we buy. There's the strawberry, there's a mixed fruit or mixed berry, and then there's also a chocolate sweet
That
and
one's a
salty
sweet,
one.
salty one.
So we buy these. These ones are 3 points each, and the chocolate one is 4 points. And we love them. They're so sweet and delicious. And I'm not really a big granola bar fan, but I actually enjoy
They're
these a
really
lot.
chewy. They're
Yeah.
gooey and chewy.
Almost
They're-
like a Rice Krispie square.
And what's really good too is you can break those up and sprinkle them on top of a dessert, sprinkle them on top of some yogurt.
It's delicious.
Gives you that feeling of a sweet little treat.
Yeah.
The other bars that we love to have in the house too are our WW bars. These are just a few of the varieties. We don't have the boxes right now, and we've been eating them a lot because I love them. We have a lot of the chocolate ones because I love my chocolate. And then Nick, we also have a peanut butter one for Nick here.
Yeah, so peanut butter
Which I
protein
have right
ones.
here, which is this one. And then there's the peanut butter protein that we don't have right now. We are completely out of.
Next thing we'll talk about will be more of the chips-like snacks. So we have these 2 right here.
Or this is the different kind.
Yes, right here. So
Yeah.
these are 2 of the same kind. So these are 3 points for 26 chips.
Yes, and these are Flourish. They're made by Popcorners. So if you are familiar with Popcorners, we do keep Popcorners sometimes in the house. We don't have any with us right now. But Popcorners are great chips. I don't want to give you the point values to those because we don't have any bags in front of us right now. These are for 53 chips, 3 points. And that's for all 3 of these, which is fantastic. These ones are made with kale. They're delicious.
This one's made called cauliflower.
Cauliflower.
Another kind that we buy a lot of is the crispy mini.
Yes.
And so these ones, there's 2 flavors that we have here. There's Italian herb.
And there's balsamic bruschetta.
So these are 3 points for 16 points each. We love these.
3 points for 16 chips, not 16
sorry.
points each. I was like,
3
what?
points for 16 chips. And they're really good. Again, they remind me of pop chips.
Yeah, they're
But
very
the
similar to Pop
flavors are really
They're
interesting.
intense.
That's
They're
why
more-
we love them so much.
These are our favorite. We absolutely adore these here because they taste like a chip. There's a
Yes.
ranch, a ketchup, and then there's a sea salt and a salt and vinegar.
Is there a barbecue one too?
And the barbecue, yes.
And this
bar-
one's zesty
yeah.
ranch right here. So
And we love these because it feels like we're eating chips. And for 10 crackers, it's 2 points.
so they're a really good option.
Yeah, although, know yourself. If you are a chip fanatic and you can't control yourself, this might not be something that you want to do.
That's the thing, guys. We buy a lot of these products, but we're
'Cause
good
we
at
know we
doing
can control.
serving sizes.
Yeah.
We're good at doing serving sizes and not going back. And if we do go back, we'll point it. But we have a rule that we don't go back. That's another rule I guess we can talk about and throw it in
Yeah.
now before we do more snacks. Another thing that we do when snacking is we're not allowed to have the same snack twice.
Yes.
The only ones that we have a caveat on that are the cheese products
Yes.
and chocolate products. Because because these are our favorite things. So
Yep.
we are both allowed to have more of those. But if we have, say we have one serving of this in a one night of 10 points, we don't go back to this brand. We can go back to this brand.
Yeah, and have something different.
And have something different, but we can't go back to the same snack. And that's something that we've done for a while now, because it helps us not to overeat on certain things, especially when it's something that we love and we know that we tend to overeat
And
it.
what ends up happening, and I know this sounds funny, it helps us realize that we do not have to finish a bag.
Yes.
It is okay to have an open bag of snacks in your house.
Yeah.
This is something that you need to teach yourself how to do, and it takes time.
It takes time to learn.
We can do it now. We can have an open bag and
But
not have to finish it.
I will say this, having a multiple different varieties allows us to effectively use this rule and allows us to not, that's not what we haven't shown yet.
It's open.
Yeah. So it's allowed us to have these rules and allowed us to have so many snacks because we know our rule, we can't go back
Yep.
to the same thing. And we follow our rules to the best of our ability. We
But
try
it
to
doesn't limit us on having snacks, though.
Exactly.
You see what it's saying? Like, we're teaching ourselves not to overeat by eating one full bag. And I know you're saying, well, but we're still eating within our points.
Exactly.
Right?
Another thing we want to talk about is the good thins. There's so many varieties of good thins. There's
Oh my
some
goodness.
meat ones, there's some, so many varieties. This one here is the corn, made with corn. So it's
the
corn.
lowest
Take a drink. So it's 2 points for 25 crackers, and these are really good with the Laughing Cow. That's usually how we eat it. We usually take 2 points of Laughing Cow, 2 points of this 4-point snack, and it's delicious.
Actually, these would be great as an appetizer. Like,
Nachos.
Yeah, nachos. Ooh, yummy. Yummy. These are new ones that we just got, and I love these. They're off the eaten path, and these are like a veggie crisp. You get 13 pieces for 4 points. So for 8 points, or 7 points actually, I think it is, it's a full 26 pieces, which is still not bad. So even think about how you do your snacks. If you're a person that can use the entire one snack and that entire pointage, do it.
I just forgot to say, like, when the whole serving size thing, even when we don't track, because we'll be honest, guys, we don't always track. There's
Yep.
some moments in our life where we're too busy, but what we'll do is we'll still look at the serving size. So if this bag here says, it's 16 chips per serving, when I'm having my snack, I'll still have 16 chips because I know that's a serving size. We do the same thing for pastas as well and rice. Even though when we were on purple and we thought we knew quinoa was 0, we still measured a cup.
A cup of quinoa.
We didn't
yeah.
just free pour because
No.
again, trying to control portions. 0 does not mean free.
It does not mean free, and it doesn't mean there's no portion to it. There's still a
Exactly.
portion. These are really cool too. It's the same off the beaten path, and they're a puff, like a cheese
Cheesy.
puff, and we really like these. These are 4 points for 36 chip, 36 puffs, which is really cool.
This one is the snacking find that we are very happy with. I love we both love
cheesies.
It's one of our favorite things. These are Cheetos Simply White Cheddar, and it's 5 points for 23 chips or 23.
And they're
sticks.
actual. I'll show you what they look like. They actually look like a cheese puff. I'm eating that one.
I'm having one too.
They're amazing.
Yeah, they're really good.
They're really good. Again, we know we can control ourselves with it. You have to figure out what works for you.
Yeah.
If you're the type of person that has a harder time with that, you might have to find different snacks that can work into your plan.
Or we've had a lot of people say that their snacks, they hide them. They put them in a place that they can't go back to. So maybe that's the thing you do. You take your snacks out, you take out what you want for that night, and then you put it away, and then at least after that, it's gone, so you can't look at it. And another thing too that's Jean-Luc that we heard at a workshop was the whole snack box. You want to talk about that?
Creating yourself a snack box, so that way you have like a basket where you put all sorts of pre-packaged little snacks, or the ones that you pre-package yourself. You have your point values on them. So let's say you have 14 snacks that you're saving for your
14
day.
points, yeah.
13 points for your saving for your day. You have a bunch of snacks that equal 14 points in a basket, and you put it in your dining room, and you pre-track those in your tracker. So that way, you feel like you have a variety of snacks you're getting to, and then you don't feel bad about not having tracked them because they're already pre-tracked.
Yeah, and the tip that we got that was for daytime, you can use this for nighttime too. You can start at the beginning of your nighttime, say, I have 14 points, 10 points, 7 points, say, these are my snacks for tonight.
Yep.
How am I gonna split them up?
We never have all ours at the same time.
Exactly.
We always split them up so that way we have snacks throughout the entire night. So the last 2 snacks we want to talk about is me and chocolate. Of course, as much as I love the WW chocolates, don't get me wrong, I love them, but I actually like real chocolate too. So I found these here. They're dairy milk. They're
Cadbury.
They're Cadbury dark milk chocolate, and these ones have nuts in it. And the entire bar, it ends up being 1 point per square. I think it's
18 points.
18 points for the entire bar, and there's there's 18 squares and it's 20 points for the entire bar. So I calculate it as one square of chocolate is 1 point, and I allow myself to have it because I want chocolate.
And so so that's what you have to find, guys. You have to find a balance into the snacks you buy and how you have them, and how you use your points effectively so that you can still have those snacks at the end of the night if you want them.
And the last thing we're going to talk about are cookies. I love cookies. I'm a cookie fanatic. Nick can go out without cookies.
Yeah.
He's like, he'll be there sometimes.
If they're here, I'll eat them. If they're not here,
He doesn't care. I like a cookie. So I found these cranberry almond cookies. And what I like about them is that they're pre-packaged and they come in 3 in a pack.
And it's 4 points
And it's
per
4
pack.
points per pack. So it gives me 3 cookies. It gives me that crunch I need. It's good with tea, with coffee,
Yeah.
and that little sweet kick. But at least I know I'm getting 3 cookies, and I can spread them out throughout
There's
the
a few
day.
snacks that we didn't have with us today. Like Jean-Luc said earlier, the popcorners. That's something
Yeah.
we often buy. We also buy
Veggie straw. Yeah, the veggie
straws.
sticks.
We just don't have any at the moment.
Right.
There's some things that are at the grocery stores right now, so unfortunately, so that's why we're missing some items. Another thing that we also have a lot of is the PC Blue Menu yogurt bars.
Yeah.
That's another snack that we always have on hand. It's always there, so I'll actually show you guys.
Yeah, because we have a box right now.
So I'll show you guys those right now. So
We
this
normally
is-
have those, and I like the
4
peanut butter
points each.
chocolate ones as well, which are also 4 points.
So these are amazing as well. So we always have these on hand.
Great replacement for ice cream if you are an ice cream person.
Yeah.
Because again, portion size already for you. Normally when you're having to scoop an ice cream into a bowl, sometimes you're not scooping the correct amount.
So a lot of you will think this is a lot of snacks, but this works for us. This is what we learned our pattern to be. So you need to look at your own pattern and see what works for you.
Yeah.
And maybe some of these tools and some of these foods we showed you tonight, some of these tricks and tips that we do might work for you as well. Try them out.
Exactly.
If it doesn't, then scrap it, try something else.
Try something new.
So hopefully you guys enjoyed this new episode of our series, our WWE Hacks.
Don't forget to check us out on all social media by using hashtag WWGays.
Please subscribe to our channel by hitting the subscribe button below, and please hit the like and comment below to give us some more tips about the snacks you eat, some of your must-go-to snacks.
Exactly. Your snack hacks.
And you can also find all our recipes at www.com/recipes.
Snack hack attack.
Snacktastic.
Snacktastic.
Snacktacular.
Bye everybody.
Bye.
I want more cheesies.
Okay.
We
have one more.
Good. Can I have 2?
No.
I'm picking the longest one.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.